Hey, assalamualaikum. Today we're gonna make a rock paper scissors game with Python. So let's start. To make a rock paper scissors game, we are gonna use a Python IDE. We're gonna use Python IDE. So I'm gonna use PyCharm. We can use VS Code or any IDE. So if you are using PyCharm, you're gonna click on new project. And I will give it virtual game. Now press enter. Now it will only take a few minutes to get it. Okay. Now we're gonna Control A. Backspace will get it working. So how will the game work? So in the game there are going to be two users. One is me and one is a computer. So we are going to input a rock, paper or scissor, any of them, and the computer is going to give a random variable from this rock, paper and scissor. So we are going to create three variables. One is the user action, where we input rock, paper, scissor, any of them, and possible action. Possible action is for like giving these three variables, and we need it to get for the computer action, and the computer action will choose one of them like randomly. To get it randomly, we are going to use a package named random. So it is a Python built-in package. You don't have to install it. So import random here. Now we have imported it. It's so easy to import. Now what you're gonna do? So if I input rock and the computer inputs paper, we win. If the computer inputs paper and I input rock, the computer win. Like that, we're gonna use rock, paper, scissors like that. Okay. Now we're gonna do that. Now first we are gonna create these three variables. So I'm gonna copy this. So this is gonna give me error, but I'm gonna do it. So because I have time, so user action equals so there is a block named input in Python that takes input. So user action is equals to input. What do you choose? Will give rock, paper, scissor. Okay, what do you choose? Rock, paper or scissor? Okay. Rock, paper or scissor. And for the possible action, we'll create three variables. To create variables, you're gonna give the second bracket, and we are gonna give rock. We have to give double quotes rock. We're gonna make also three variables, so rock, paper and scissor. So these are the possible action for computer, and the computer action is equals to, like, it will choose randomly. For that we are going to give a random block, random dot choice. So it is going to choose one of them, so we are going to give choice now from possible action. So here it is, we have created these three variables. Now we are going to do a thing called do. So if the user action inputs a, like, we have given this into lower cases, like all of them is in lower cases, but if the user inputs with their uppercase, like if the user action inputs a lower uppercase number with this, the rock, the computer can consider it, so it will give an error, but you have to turn it to lowercase. Okay. Also, if the computer inputs, if the user inputs a mix with lowercase and uppercase, it will also turn it into lowercase. For that, we are going to create another variable. Okay. So the another variable will be like where lower word. I will create lower word. You can give any name. I will give lower word is equals to, it will make the user action dot lowercase. Okay. Now we are going to create again a user action is equals to lower word. There it is. We have make this. Now we are going to also print. Oh, it is giving this error, so I'm going to give it reformat file. Okay, so we will just format it. Now we are going to also we are going to also give like what I choose and what the computer choose. We have to also give that. So it will say you choose. Now it will print the user action, and now it will give print computer choose. So I will just give it bot, not computer, bot, no, robot choose print computer action. Now let's run it and see. So as you can see, it will take an input from me, so let's just give this here. Here we're gonna give this. Okay, now let's see again. Break this. Okay, let's stop it. We will stop it and run it again. As you can see, it will take an input from me. So I will do rock and press enter. Now it is showing you choose rock and I choose robot. Robot choose paper. So robot is choosing random from this. So now if I run it again, if I choose give it a uppercase, now it will turn it into lowercase and robot choose paper again. Okay. Now if I give scissor and robot will choose rock and I choose scissor. Okay, now it's working. Now we are going to give the if else. So we have create a variable, but we haven't done the main code for if else. So we are going to go to the next line and create if else. Okay, first we are going to create this. If I choose rock and paper choose paper, if robot choose paper, I will win. So like that. So now I will give two brackets here. If user action is equals to rock, and I will give an n variable here, and if the computer action is equals to paper, it will give me this thing. So it will give print. I will print a number. It will show rock, no, paper beats, oh sorry, paper beats rock, you lose. Okay, paper beats rock, you lose. Now let's try it. Okay, now I will not try it now because we have to add more code also. Yeah, I will also give the if the robot chooses rock and I also choose rock, we have to make it a tie. For that, what we're going to do is we are going to give if computer action is equals to user action, it will print. So it is showing me something. Oh, we have to remove this. If the we have to give also elif here because we have for the first line we have to use if, and for the second we have to use elif. Okay, now here let's put this elif. So it will give me a print. It will print it is a type. So sorry, my keyboard is disturbing. Okay, now we are going to copy this code again and paste it again. Now we are going to we're going to give it here. Now we are going to create paper versus rock, and if I choose paper and the computer choose rock, I will win. Okay, so this is so easy. Just copy and paste the previous code. Now we are going to make scissor versus rock. If I choose scissor and the computer chooses rock, I lose. And if I copy this again, and if I choose rock and computer chooses scissor, I win. So like this is so easy. Just you have to just copy and paste previous code. Now what we have left is paper versus scissor. Okay, now if I choose paper and the computer chooses scissor, I lose. And if the user gives rock, no, if I give scissor and computer gives rock, no, computer gives paper, I win. Okay, so I think that's the end of our code. Now if we are also have to give the else block, else it will show game over. Like if the user inputs like nothing, like this, if the user inputs like random words, it will show game over, like couldn't understand. Else it will show only, let's give only game over. Okay, now that's our code. It is only 34 lines. That's our game. So let's run it. So I will choose rock first. So you win. So the paper choose rock, robot choose rock. Oh sorry, paper beats rock. Wait. If computer, wait, what was it? Like I will give it again. Rock. You choose rock and paper robot also chooses rock. So this is a tie. So we haven't give that code for that. Like if we choose rock and that chooses paper, I will lose. Okay. Now if user chooses paper and give computer gives rock, we win. Okay, it is good. Now let's see also. Let's give scissor. So it is at all. Robot chooses scissor also. Let's run it again. Let's give paper now. So the paper chooses, I choose paper and the robot chooses rock, so I win. Here is it, paper beats rock, you win. So let's run it again. Now if I give something like random words here, like random words, it will choose game over. Okay, now if I run it again, so this is also a fun game. Like if you're bored, like playing the like physically rock paper scissors and you want to play it in virtually, you can try this thing. You choose paper beats rock, you lose. Here it is. I choose rock and paper choose, you lose. Here paper give, I lose here. So now if you like, you are giving a code from here. The code, like here you have to run this game, you have to open this item ID, you have to give the code. So if you don't want to, like if just want to open the game like the console here, you can watch my how to turn a Python file into Excel file, then you can do it. Okay, that is so easy. So that's my today's video. So bye bye guys, stay home, stay safe, bye.